Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Infected. So we're going to get back to this. Like I said, we're going to finish building out the inside of the base. I've gone ahead and cut down some trees, started making more planks. Unfortunately, we need to take a moment of silence. We can no longer speed cut trees. If nobody knows what I'm talking about, if you watch any of my first videos, it's one of the first things I cover for everybody. But used to, you could walk up to a tree. This is the normal cutting speed. And before last night's update, you could actually cut this tree in like 1 second. You'd have to watch one of my old videos to see it. I can't do it anymore. But that's gone now, so let's take a moment of silence and weep for the time we're about to spend cutting trees. So we need Mike. we've got a job for Mike now. I'm glad it was done. It needed to happen. It balances the game better, gives Mike a better use, more reason to find him. Besides that, I've been hearing that the land claim is kind of rough. If you have too much stuff built, you can't destroy it. So if we run back over here to my old base really quick, or my original starting base that I built on the river. All right, so like right here, you can see that I built, there's a campfire down there. There's a stick holder, storage holder. We've got 2 placeables here, the little shelters. And then this is a 3x3 foundation platform. And the land claim was placed over by the road, and I destroyed it with no issues. And obviously these structures are still here. So a lot of people are saying that you have to destroy everything and get rid of it to move your claim. And you should be able to place another claim. It just can't overlap the current one. So you should be able to technically, from my understanding, lay as many as you want. I haven't tried that just yet. I do need to move this one though, because it's kind of blocking the gate, or we're going to have to move the fencing itself. Now I can still get the ATV through here, but it'd just be a lot smoother if I could just move this down or back a little bit. So let's go ahead and try to get rid of this and see what happens. I'm trying to think. I do have everything laid out that I absolutely have to have here. Like I said, this is just my tent base. This is not a main base. Let me go ahead and lay down some blueprints for a couple more chests, just in case this completely messes up, because I don't have to start over. You know what? No, we're not even going to worry about that. We're just going to, let me get this away. We'll just do a save, so if it messes up, we can just reload. I shouldn't be experimenting right now. I should be getting ready for winter instead of wasting time. Day 10, 10 a.m., December winter time. So I'm surprised we don't see snow yet. It should be here. Maybe it's going to be January. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at the sign. We're going to do delete to remove. Okay, yep. Land claim pole can't be deleted. So I guess I do have too many items built around it. I don't know if it's the mineral extractors or exactly what's causing it, or maybe once you reach a certain amount. But yeah, as long as your base is somewhat small, like you saw that one over there, you can delete it. So I guess we'll just leave this one here. We can try to place another one. So let me run back over here where the original one was at, because I placed this one before I destroyed the other one. Okay, so we're back over here by the original build. This is where my original claim pole was placed at. Let me think, where is it at? There we go, land claim. So yeah, we can place this one here. I don't want to place that one because I don't want it taking up space. But yeah, I had no issue. Well, I guess we could place it. I don't think anything bad will happen. And then we'll see if we can destroy it again. Maybe something changed. He's made the devs made a few mini updates, fixing and balancing a couple of things, and that's hopefully nobody gets upset. But that is part of testing and beta. So until final release, you'll see stuff change, come and go. So let's go ahead and place this. It should give us a limit once we get too close to the other one. Yeah. So like right there is too close to the existing land claim, and then right here is fine. Still too close. I think we'll place it right here, or maybe a little bit. Let's find that limit. So it's about right here is the maximum distance. So we're going to place that there. It should, I would almost say, overlap with the other one. And now that that's placed there, let's see if we can delete this one. Yes, I can delete that. So I'm not sure what's causing it. We'll have to play around with that as we go, figure it out. Like I said, it could just, because I did have originally also have 3 saw benches, 1 forge, a bed, and a workbench. All that was here in this area inside of this claim, and we were still able to delete the land claim sign. But something about the other base, now that it's, I guess, has X amount of stuff built, we can't move it. And the only thing I can think of that's different, we have a drying rack, we have the mineral extractor, the one that's complete. So it's either certain items block it from being able to be deleted, or a certain amount of items block it from getting deleted. So we're currently on day 11. As you can see, the snow is here. It's December, winter, so we're on full winter right now. Thankfully, we have our clothes and armor on to keep us warm. Right now, if we get onto the water, you can see that we'll be able to see that it's frozen over. So you won't be able to gather water from there anymore. And you can gather water from the snow on the ground though. You just look at that, use your canteen, gather snow, then you'll melt it just like dirty water. I'll show you that in just a second. So here's the eyes. All the rivers, water sources in the game should be frozen over now. And like I said, if you look at this white stuff on the ground, you just press I, come to your food backpack, and you'll see where it says add snow. You would drag your flask or canteen over there, and that's where you gather that. Then you just put it on a fire and cook it up like you've been doing. And like I said before, that gets easier and easier. So what we've been working on, like I said, I was going to finish building my little house out off camera. So we went ahead and added a campfire here. Let's grab this piece of meat. We're cooking up some frogs that we found on the ground, and now I'm overweight. We went ahead and put in a firewood storage place right here. Another stick storage since we're running out of space. He slapped something here so we don't have to walk slow. This porch did get destroyed. I thought it glitched out at first, but when we got attacked and I left, did hear them beating on things, so I think they destroyed that. Because we did take damage on a lot of other random walls in here. Like this back wall is at 60 out of 100. So that just seems weird. So I guess they were randomly attacking things for a moment while they couldn't get to me. We finished some of the plant beds, but until we finish the heater, there's no point in putting a seed in these. So with these here, we'll have to bring water in and out constantly. It'll take a lot of work, especially with our canteen. Hopefully we have enough aluminum to make the next one. So you'd add a seed here, then you'd come over here and drag your flask over and drop dirty water on there, and that'll water that. We are short one nail to finish this one, and I still, like, we're about to crank the forges back up, so we'll summon another enemy to us. We made some more bone spears and a scorpion. Another good reason for being in the caves, if you start running short on meat, as long as there's scorpions in here, you'll be good to go. The windows still need glass, so that's another reason we have to get the forges back up and running, so we can get both mineral extractors going and get the forges going, and that's what I was trying to cover now. So with all this stone in here, just open your crafting bench, add 2 stones, craft that, it'll make 10 pieces of sand, and then you'll take those 10 pieces of sand, put those on the forges, and that'll make glass. And the reason we're making glass right now is so that we can close in our building completely, so that when we do turn the heater on, our vegetables will be safe, and we will be safe when the blizzard comes. And of course I already loaded these up, so we'll just go ahead and light these now. So the iron finished up, we're gonna go ahead and add sand to the top of these to get those cooked into pieces of glass. I forgot we do have some glass, so maybe we can go ahead and get one of the windows knocked out. Actually, we'll take this and go ahead and add it to the heater. And so the heater is done now, so we can just open that. I'm not going to turn it on right now because with the forges running, plus that'd be a ton of heat. Okay, so we've got 10 pieces of glass on us from looting the towns, so we're going to add those to these 2 windows, which means we're making glass for no reason now. I'm sure we'll need it for something, like the chemistry table, I believe, requires it. Speaking of which, we go ahead and lay out some of the new items that we found, some of the new blueprints, things we'll need soon. So we have the loom, we can lay that down. Let me see, I guess we can put that up this way somewhere. See what else do we have that we have with the chemistry table and the advanced workbench that need to get built. We'll put those, I guess, towards the back wall. And see, like right now we're overheating because we have too much gear on, which is causing us to take damage. I wish I noticed that sooner. So this part can get kind of rough because we're going to hit the max light value while overheating while forging, because we're currently at 23 degrees Celsius. Now we're possibly going to get cold. It's like you got to play with it to stay so close enough to all the fires. Let's go ahead and finish cooking all this up just to say we did. Like I said, I think we can add this to the chemistry table. I'm going to finish smelting up the rest of this iron and see if we can't finish another mineral extractor to speed up this process. Hey guys, so we summoned a new enemy here. He's possibly gonna kill us because they kind of surprised me. This mini boss was summoned by the. Oh, it looks like he's gonna try to run. Oh nope, nope, he's back. So he was summoned by the light value. Okay, and so far he is winning this fight. Okay, and it looks like we killed him, and see what we get from him. 1 medkit. 1 tiny medkit for killing that guy. Oh, well, still a pretty good fight. We won the fight, obviously you saw that. One of his buddies, it looks like, died on the spike over here. Thought I killed another one over here. Yeah, there we go. They broke down one of the spikes right here. I tried blocking this just to see what happened by putting up a blueprint and then setting some storage racks in front of it. And it looks like they still just came right through, so that's no big deal. Then we'll come back in here. We're going to finish up working on this stuff. Like I said, I think I've got 1 more ingot left to make for this one, up 3 more. And the light value is climbing, so we gotta get back to work. So we went ahead and finished forging everything that we had. A full stone crate, a bunch of extra stone, a bunch of extra ore. We did hit the light value again, so I'm currently waiting to see if this patrol is going to come in with an elite, or a mini boss. I call him elite, but yeah, the mini boss. See if we can't just attract them straight to these spikes instead of them coming towards the base. And then we're going to go inside and finish building out some of those more advanced workbenches. Still sitting on day 11, January winter right now, 7:43 p.m. Here they come. Looks like we have the werewolf again, and they're throwing stuff at us. And you see the elite broke right through the main wall. Something just glitched right there between the shield and the spear, so we kind of walked up, so we had to hit escape. Right, sorry, I was waiting for that guy to finish screaming, but you have to hit escape to break loose of that. Let's see, bandages. Alright, so once you get armor, it looks like that pretty much gives you a really good shot at surviving. We do need to start making some extra armor, because you can see it's wearing our armor out really, really fast. So let's loot our bodies, hopefully we get some good stuff from here. Because I don't like traveling in January and February due to the blizzards that we'll hit. And then when we come back up here, we get one more body. Let's grab that guy and give us another piece of ore. See if we can't melt that. And we can go over this really quick too. So you can see here, I've gone ahead and made up a bunch of iron ingots. We have some aluminum, 2 pieces of cobalt. So with these 2 iron ores, let's go ahead and take 2 pieces of lead with us. And let's check this one that we have running inside of here now. Come back inside here. And fires are burning out. No big deal. So if you have a piece of lead and an iron ore, the solid iron ore, not the fragments, if you combine those on the anvil, that gives you steel alloy. And if you smelt the steel alloy, you'll get a piece of steel like right here. And then I messed up and I was trying to craft nails. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess because I just woke up. I put 3 pieces of iron on the anvil and we made an iron axe head. So that's a better axe than a stone axe. Now that we can't speed cut anymore, we're going to want to finish this and build one of these out. So first let's grab our nails. We can go grab this axe head. And then we need to add, we do need to go get some more planks, but we need 10 nails to add to the chemistry table, 10 nails on the advanced workbench, 1 nail to finish up the last plant bed, and then 8 nails on this loom. Now the loom just needs plant fiber, and then we just need 20 planks to finish these 2 workbenches up. Go and see about cleaning this off. I don't think there's enough fuel left in these to smelt anything else right now, so we're just gonna let them burn out, and then we'll store our ore back over here. In order to finish the iron axe, we actually need to finish the workbench first, so we're gonna store this guy in this crate, and let's go ahead and pop a med kit just to be safe. We're gonna re-equip our jacket now that we're not sitting here making anything on the forges, so there's no heat right now. And then I'm just gonna run some planks back and forth so we can finish up what we're working on. So let's go ahead and finish out our workbenches. So this is the chemistry table. It's done now. We can use it to craft just like we do on the other workbench. It opens some more recipes for us. Oh, we actually need 1 more copper ingot to finish the advanced workbench, and we finished the loom, so now we can make cloth and Kevlar. So we'll come to our materials tab over here. Right now, actually, the materials tab will come over here to the what looks like leaves icon. Click on that. You can see Kevlar right here. It's crafted on the loom. 3 pieces of cloth, 3 pieces of plastic, 10 plant fiber. To make cloth, it's going to take 3 plant fiber, 5 bark chips. That's why I've been storing those in crates this whole time, so that we'd have those to make more materials. So in order to get to that point, we're also going to need to be able to make plastic. That's made on the chemistry table. That's going to be 3 oil cans, 5 bark chips. So we're still kind of hurting for that. We can make some plastic, but right now it's still going to be faster just to gather it. And in order to gather it, we're going to go kill some crocodiles and get some croc skin. The crocodiles are located, the only ones I've found so far, up here in this little brown swamp area at the top. And we're going to need 4 of those skins. That'll give us a bigger backpack so we can carry more weight. I don't think we have any more copper anywhere, so we have to wait until our machines pull some up or we find some from looting. Another item I would like to make too, that'll make life a little bit easier if we're able to. So over here under food, if we look right here, we have the large flask. Can be crafted on the workbench. It takes 3 aluminum ingots, so let's go ahead and make that. And now we have the large flask. This can hold up to 200 units of water, so we won't need the small one anymore. Once we empty it, we'll just store that. We can actually probably just go ahead and store it now and keep it as an emergency supply for water. Let's just slap that in the seed crate. Once we sleep again to get our energy back, we'll probably eat one of our beef stews just to get our nutrients back up. So what we're going to do now is look at the snow, take out our new flask, grab 200 units of dirty water, and then we'll put it on the campfire here. So like I said, life gets easier the farther you progress into the game. It gets even easier for water after this, once we get the water house. And since we're about to sleep, we're going to go ahead and cook this up and make some fresh water. And let's go ahead and refill our mineral extractors. Alright, so I do want to test the heater. I want to see if it gives off light, or if it builds our light value. So this, like I said, this is our heater. We'll add a piece of coal to that, and then we'll set it on fire. And that should warm the space. Hopefully it's close enough to our plant beds. If not, we'll have to move it. So we'll just stand in this corner for a second, see if our temperature changes. So far it looks good. So we'll come back over here to this crate, grab our seeds that we want to plant. Now if they get too cold and die, they'll turn brown and into like a weed. So we have those. Now they need water, so we'll just grab some snow. Oh, they died because I left the door open. That's my assumption. That or it's just cold value over here. So usually you can get these to work. Maybe we just need to move the heater closer. I'm not, like I said, I'm not too worried about it. We'll just eat a beef stew, and hopefully we'll get the greenhouse up by the next phase of winter. We do need to go ahead and rest because we're out of energy. Our light value is climbing from the heater. It's somewhat slow, but yeah, it's definitely going up. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and put that out. So one thing I do want to build really quick while we have the time and the resources, we're going to need 1 stick. I think we have some in here. We need 1 iron ingot, and then we'll go to the anvil. and we can make a katana. I want to test this out. Previously, it's not been that great of a weapon. Hopefully it does more damage now, or it's more effective than the spear. The bone spear was a huge improvement, so we'll have to test this out on the next enemy we come across. However, I do want to replace one of our bone spears with this, so I like to keep an axe on me at all times in case I fall off something and break a leg. And let's check our armor really fast too, see what... So we've been in 2 or 3 fights now. Our leg armor is about broken. It's only got 32 durability left. Same thing for our shoes and our hat. Really don't want to break the hat because it takes copper to make that, and we don't have any right now, so we need to actually get another mineral extractor going inside of here to speed up the process of getting copper. I feel like I haven't seen any copper come out of this one yet. Alright, so we're driving around and I saw these guys sitting by the roadside. They've actually set up what looks like a campfire, so it's a little camp of them. So there's 3 minions and 1 mini boss. We're not going to fight them, I just wanted to go over that, so they are a little bit more advanced and do some cool stuff. Looks like they're staring at me, so let's get out of here. So I'm headed to one of the nearby villages, and we're going to loot that because it should be respawned by now since we're on day 12. Alright, so we're over at this village. Let's go ahead and give our katana a try. See how it does on this little boss, or this little guy right here. Yeah, it looks like the spear is still the better way to go. It took a lot of hits to get that guy down. And it's kind of slow, so it doesn't work very well with the shield, so it's like swing, shield. Maybe with a little bit better timing, it's not too bad. But durability-wise, it should last longer, but I think the steel spear is going to be the way to go. And this is what a blizzard looks like, so we probably actually need to be headed back by now. Alright everyone, so I went ahead and came down here to where the truck was at, where we found it. I went ahead and loaded up the ATV with a bunch of the materials that we need in order to build the truck. So my inventory is maxed out. The ATV storage is maxed out. We're going to fight our way in here really fast. Hopefully I brought some good spears with me. Actually, we'll take the ATV, we'll drive in there, clear the enemies out, and then go ahead and add this stuff to the truck. It's going to take us one more trip to get it all done. Now these guys will glitch out on the ATV sometimes, so then you don't have to fight them all at once. I don't know what he's doing. Doesn't grab. Oops, should not be grabbing loot. I forgot we were overweight. Let's go ahead and heal while that guy's stuck there. I'm sure that's going to get patched really fast, but for now, it's a good way if you need to survive. Just stay on the ATV for a second, then jump off. Sometimes they'll just sit there. And with that, let's go ahead and add what we have on us to the truck. Like I said, it's going to take one more trip, but we'll have to run back over here on foot because I don't want to leave the ATV behind. Like I said on our last video, we need 15 mechanical parts, 20 iron ingots, 20 steel ingots, and 25 pieces of plastic. Alright, so now we just need another 12 steel ingots, and then we'll be able to get the truck up and running. You can see all the storage capacity we have to put chests and stuff on here, so we can haul a lot more stuff. And that's going to come in handy when we start making these longer trips, because I didn't need to go around all these roads that are way out here. So we can go find the last of the blueprints. I want to go check out the other new caves, see what they look like. I've been to the one in the far reaches, way up north. This is actually where, I know I've mentioned it in chat some. Oh, I think it's this one is where I want to build my main base up here on a ledge. But we might actually start trying to build one over here on top of the canyon of where our current base is at. Another thing, make sure you're saving a lot. There have been some reports of people crashing. So if you don't have autosave on, and even if you do, you be sure to save all the time, constantly. I did crash once myself. And then while we're here, we're also going to do some looting. But we'll head back to base. I'll try to get some the last of the steel made up. Like I said, we need 12 more pieces. I think back at base we have a couple more. We only need about 7. Okay, so we went ahead and finished making up the steel that we needed. We did that just by coming back to checking our extractors, getting the iron ore that we needed out of those. We were building 2 in here, but when my game crashed, I lost the other one, so we've just been working off these 2. Then we also mined the rocks that are located inside of this cave, and those allowed us to get enough iron ore and lead to make the steel that we need. So again, that's 1 iron ore, 1 piece of lead on the anvil. That'll make the steel ore. Then you put that on the forge. and then smelt it, and it will turn into our steel ingots. Like I said, we filled up our inventory. We're at 46 pounds, so pretty close to max weight. We're going to take 1 can of gas with us just in case we need it, and we're going to run all the way back over and grab the truck. So I'll see you once we get there. Well, we made it to the truck, so let's go ahead and finish putting this thing together. There's the last of our ingots added to it. Now it says E/ to add, right mouse button to take. It's because we're looking at the back of it. You can lower the tailgate. It's a really nice setting. So let's go ahead and jump inside, see if we have any gas in it. So the gauges on the truck do work. So you can see that we have half a tank of fuel right now. Go ahead and put in our gas. So you lift the hood and open the inventory if you want to add fuel to it. Drag it over. And now we have a full tank. And if you look in the top right, it gives you the controls of how... Why is that open? Okay, if you look in the top right, it gives you controls of how to use the truck. So E to exit the truck, R to start, stop engine, T to flip it because you can roll this thing, K for headlights, and space for your handbrake. So if I turn off my current light, we can press K to turn on the truck headlights, R to start the engine, and then just regular WSAD to drive it. And we'll just take off. It progressively gets faster as you go. It's probably easier to take the roads back. From my understanding, used to you could drive through trees once you reach a certain speed, but I believe it's been patched. Let's test it real quick. Yep, so as you see, we just crashed. So we're going to head back and get the truck loaded up with some crates, and then we'll be ready to head out and loot again. Okay, so we got the... Let me go ahead and turn my flashlight on so you can see. So we got back to our base so that we parked the truck there. We can actually go ahead and move that down here a little bit so we can start loading crates on it. I went ahead and cut down a bunch of trees, and we got logs made into planks. We did lose one of our placeables. I'm assuming something came by and smashed it. It's no big deal. Okay, now the crates are built out. Let's get these stacked up on the truck. Now there's different ways to do this where you can optimize it to get the most. I just want to get a good stack of them going. So just press N to pick your crate up. And then we'll just come over here and place them on the back. And I'd like to have just enough to loot maybe 2-3 villages without having to come back every single time. Okay, so here's our truck. We've got 9 crates on the back of it, so you can use these as storage. And we'll be able to loot like the whole world this way without having to come back every single village. That's exactly what I wanted. We left some space on the back. We should... Let me see if I can find something to kill really quick and show you. Right, so we have a wild boar here. Let's go ahead and kill him. We'll take him back over to the truck because it's not that far away. So the easy way to kill these guys is using the spear. I'm trying to see which one is the lowest on durability. And the bow should work the same way if you hit him in the head. So we're going to hold down left control and use our right mouse button. We'll aim our spear at his face. And then we can just use left mouse button and a release to throw it. And then we can get our spear back. And then we can take the boar back. I'll probably just carry him back over there because it's hard getting the truck through all these. And my log cart's full right now. Okay, we made it back to the truck. We still have the pig in our hands. So what we can do here is add him to the tailgate. So now we can bring an animal back that way. And if you want to bring back more than one animal, so say we're crocodile hunting, which we're going to do in the next episode, and you want to bring back more than one animal, you can put one on the back. And then you can walk to the door. Go ahead and get in. And you'll keep the other animal in your hands. So that's a good way to bring back more than one at a time. And guys, that's the truck. I think we're going to end the episode there. Like I said, I'm going to put some arrows together. Hopefully I can get... See, I think... let me double check. I think we finished the advanced workbench, which is everything we've done in this episode so far. For the most part, we repaired the truck. We have all of our advanced benches built for the most part. So we have the loom, the chemistry, and the advanced workbench. This will allow us to bolt craft our bone arrows, which is what I'm after because they do not break. So here, bone arrow can be crafted on the advanced workbench, must be placed in the quiver to be used by the bow. It's 5 bone shards, 5 feathers, 5 sticks, 5 ropes. So same cost, just using bone shards. Much better. I believe they're going to do a little bit more damage as well. So I'm going to get some of those made. I'll probably do that off camera. Let me double check our supplies. Yeah, so we have 1 full stack of bones, about 50 bone shards, so we're good there. And then we have 140 feathers. And then of course I have plenty of plant fiber, so rope's not an issue. And we have sticks over here, so we're good to go. We'll get those made up. And then, like I said, we're going to head up north to this little brown spot, to the swamp, and do some hunting for crocodiles. Because the next thing we're going to be building will be our backpack. So the large backpack right here carries more items. It increases our weight capacity too. It's crafted on the loom. It's going to take 4 croc skins and 2 ropes. Once we get that built, we'll start making our way around the map, checking the rest of these locations out. So we're going to probably head, trying to remember where exactly we've been. So we've been as far north here. So we have 3 spots left up north to go on this side. So I think since that's fairly close to us, we'll go ahead and hit these 3 spots next. I think we can get them in one go with the truck. We'll come back, drop off. We already did these 2 on the way to the swamp. And we'll follow the road to the swamp just to make sure we didn't miss anything. Once we get our crocodiles, I think we're only going to be able to bring back 2 at a time. So we'll grab 2, come back, go grab 2 more, come back, make the backpack, which is going to make looting and stuff easier. And by then we definitely will need more armor. And then we'll head south and we'll start exploring this bottom road that we haven't been down yet. So we'll follow this path. There's a little dead end right here. So we'll check that cul-de-sac looking area out. And we'll just progress around the map, hit this spot, drive all the way up around this long path of road. And once that's done, I believe we should have all the tech. If not, we'll go explore the island, see what's on there. If we do get all the tech, we're going to go ahead and start building up. I haven't decided. I do want to build a base up here because it's a really nice area, but we might build on top of this mountain where we're currently at and see how it works trying to build on top of cliffs and mountainsides. But I do want to look at this one. I want to say this is kind of a level spot though, so I don't really like it. But here it looks pretty high, as you can see. So we'll probably build some stairs up there, check it out, see what kind of view we have. If I don't like it, we'll just move somewhere else. But it's time to start working towards power and getting the final build, or not the final build, but I want to get a really big building going and see how the game reacts to that. So as always, guys, if you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below or hit me up in Discord, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.